Yo, what's going down, Commanders? There was a little post yesterday. I only just caught it just before I logged off. Basically, on the Kixeye Discord, they posted that they were going to start looking into ways to changing the missiles. This isn't set in stone what you're looking at here. This is the proposed changes to the missiles, basically. Some of them they've got absolutely fucking 100% wrong. And it feels like it's more like to suit them rather than to suit the players. The upgrade times that you're seeing is a bit bang out of order and all, in my opinion, but they did come out and say it's not set in stone. I'm going to read through this, but I've got more to go with this. There's a bit more to go with it, a few more pictures or screenshots of what they've said. So the Skybolt, completely, they're changing the effects of the Skybolt. 200 damage to air, and it's just wrong, causes turbulence. What we're fighting in an area, as in a player's base, it's normally dead within the first platoon being deployed. And normally the first platoon being deployed, you can't use a missile anyway because a PvP base has got missile jammers in. So this one's a no-go to start with. It needs to be kept true to what it was, and that was to nullify the bunkers, towers and strongholds. It needs to stay true to what it was, and they're saying it's like a 60-minute build time. Way too much. I think they're going over the top with the build time, but I have stated the build times are not set in stone. This is just a proposed. I think this is good what Kixeye have done. Let me stop right there before I go any further. They're trying to stop the missile spam in the game. I get it. I understand it. I'm sick to death of looking in my base and seeing like fucking 40, 50 missiles being used. They need to make sure this is all put behind a checking system. So when players do build the missiles and they do... Oh shit, I just bit my tongue. And they do coin the missiles, it needs to be checked on Kixeye's end, not our end, on Kixeye's end, that they've got the coins to use it and they can build the missiles. It's obvious that what this is all about. This is all about money at this point. But in the same breath, they are stopping the spam. So the Skybolt, they've got 100% wrong. It needs to go back to what it was. It was to nullify for so many seconds the bunkers. That needs to stay how it was. Go back, because that makes no sense what they're doing right now. The Tomahawk is a plus 200 damage to infantry, causes confusion. Now this is different to what the original Tomahawk did, and I like it. I'm going to be honest with you, I do like it. Again, it's a 60-minute build time, which is an absolute travesty. It's a joke. Shock missile, plus 200% damage to vehicles, causes Chronos slow. They're not getting it. They're not understanding what the shock missile means. It's supposed to shock turrets that we need to shock to be able to pick them off. Again, it's a 60-minute build time. I don't get it. I don't get it. And by the way, they are giving us a damage, which is medium, medium, medium for the first three I've just mentioned there. The cooldown is 15 seconds. Yeah, basically, it's going to make us think about what missiles we need for the event bases, especially build them the night before, so then we can do some of the bases with some missiles during the day. Make us tactically use the missiles a little bit, but they're changing what the missiles do, and that don't sit well with me. In some cases I think, okay, this makes sense, but the shock should shock. It's self-explanatory. Don't confuse it with something it's not. The Griffin is 12 levels. I don't know if they're putting levels on. Let me load the game up. I just want to check if they're changing these and removing old and putting new in, so we have to upgrade these again. That is going to be a fucking joke. I haven't changed the name of them, so hopefully that's how it's going to be. I just want to see the levels, because it looks like there's going to be new levels put on the missiles. Go to there. Yeah, so it looks like some of these missiles are getting extra levels placed on them. Some of them are 10, some are 11. Shock missiles is 11 already. As long as they don't wipe these missiles out and make us start again trying to claim that they're different missiles, that's bullshit. So watch out for that, guys, and make sure your voices are heard on the War Commander Discord. Don't be rude, just voice your opinion. Right, so the Griffin, each missile splits into 10 smaller missiles. That's more like a Hellfire. I'm guessing, again, it's a 60-minute fucking build time. Speed is medium, so it's a slow missile. And the damage is medium to high. What the fuck does that mean? Medium to high, it's got to be one or the other, surely. Splash is 120. These have got splash of 250. So I'm guessing that's the area. Okay. See, I'm trying to work it out myself here as I go along as well. So we've got the burner missile, causes fire damage, leaves behind a fire AoEs that spread. Again, a 60-minute build time. Way too much. Don't need to be that long. I think 30 minutes for any missile is long enough. And I mean that for the 120, this one here, that's a 30 minute. The rest should be reduced down to correspond with that. Storage is 150. Medium speed. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Health is medium. Medium to low damage. And the splash is 120. Then we've got solar. And this one was a bastard, and they've made sure it still is a bastard. It's nearly the same build time as what it previously was. Spawns at a mini sun that shoots fireballs in random directions. Now, they kind of piqued me interest with this one because it could be a good missile, and the actual build time's been reduced. What is it now? 2.5 hours? Or 2 hours? So it's 40 minutes off. I've got to double check. I should have done this beforehand. But I feel like I need to make sure that I'm dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's. So the solar missile is a 2 hour, I believe. So that's a 40-minute off the actual build time. Fucking pop-up gets on my nerves. In the missiles, fucking silo. 2 hours 24. So that's a 64-minute reduction in build times for the solar. And it actually looks like it's going to do something decent now. I just want to point this out. It looks like all these missiles are going to be targetable. There's none of them. There is nothing to say that it's untargetable on this spreadsheet. So all missiles will now move over to be able to be targeted. So the solar is a build time of 100 minutes. Storage is 250, which is 100 more than the ones previous. 15-second cooldown, health medium. Yeah, look, they've all got health. Invincible. We've got one there that's invincible. 2. Right, now I've got it. So the damage is high. Splash damage is 120, which is smaller than these ones. And it's got a fire type of damage. Deadeye, basic missile. Build time is 20 minutes. What basic missile? They're not giving us no information. I'm guessing it's to take out bunkers and things like that. Speed is fast. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Health is very low. Or low, sorry. And damage is low. Splash is 50, and it's a burst style. And then we've got the Bullseye, which normally is it's not non-targetable, but it is now. And it gets no splash fall off. Time to build is 60 minutes. Storage is 150. Speed is fast. 10-second cooldown. Health is medium to high again, and the splash is 75, which is tiny, which it should be because you're targeting a specific thing, basically. Excuse me. And it's a burst damage. Maverick, this is the first untargetable one. Untargetable applies busted status to buildings, so that's another one. Again, it's doing exactly what it previously did. The only problem is it's now a 100-minute build, which is a joke. Absolute joke. I understand they need to add a build time to this. They also need to understand that we need to make sure that they're checking every single missile as it's being built to make sure that people ain't manipulating the system. They keep saying there is no cheats in the game, but they don't play their own game to see the cheats. So they don't really understand what the players are saying when we're saying we're getting cheated on. So again, the Maverick is invincible, so it can't be targeted. Damage max is low. Again, it looks like they put levels on it. Let me double check. Yeah, it's going to get an extra level put on it, so that's one we've got to upgrade. And it's 150 the splash, and it's a burst damage again. And then we get one to the Peacekeeper, reducing missiles fired to 3. increases splash size. Build time is 120 minutes, 2 hours. Sorry, it's 40 minutes off this one. It's 20 minutes plus the 24, 44 minutes off, not 64. 120 minutes, which is 2 hours to build. Storage size is 250, which is massive. Fire rate is, speed is slow. Cooldown is 30 seconds. That's a reduction over, I think it was just over a minute, wasn't it, before? Health is high, sorry. Damage is very high. Splash is 300, which is the biggest that we've got. And it's an area damage missile. Moving on to the corrosion. And again, this is one that they've changed. Units hit by this missile take double damage. Hang on, it's not changed. Units hit by this missile take double damage. It looks like it's doing the same thing as what corrosion did, which was a %. Instead of it doing a % of the damage, extra damage, you're getting 50% more damage on anything that is hit by this missile. So it looks like to me that they're keeping the corrosion as it is. It's just not. It's not corroding the units or buildings that it hits, or it may well do, but you're getting double the damage when you do attack these. I think this is me reading off what they've put. It's very little what they've put, and again, it's a build time of 60 minutes. Storage is 150. Speed is fast. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Health is high. Health is medium. Sorry, I'm getting confused. And it's medium low damage, and it's a 250 splash area. Moving on to the EMP. EMP is, again, these are all going to level 12. I think we look at these. Yeah, none of these missiles are any more than level 11. So that some have got one level to go on them, some of them have got 2. Hang on, I'm lost. I want to go to, yeah. So EMP, plus 200 damage to power plants, adds a low power status to turrets for 25 seconds. Now that's interesting. I can get behind that, but I can't get behind the build times. I just can't. The Kixeye are going too heavy with the build times. It needs to be reduced. Missiles need to be viable, and a 60-minute build on a missile or 120-minute build on a missile makes them unviable to most players. Storage is 150. Speed is fast. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Health is medium, and it's medium damage, and it's a 250 splash, and it's energy. Atlas, high priority, acts as a decoy. Build time is 50 minutes. Way too much. The build time, they've got to sort these build times out, in my opinion. It's the only thing I see that's bad. And I understand they need a build time. They do. Because this will stop the spammers. But going that far with it is ridiculous. Storage is 150. Slow. No. Storage is 125. Slow. Cooldown is 5 seconds. Health is high. Minimal damage because it's a high priority unit, so you'd use this. You'd probably use this with putting your. This makes the what's it even worse? The script. If they use this alongside the script, if they can, if there isn't a jammer in the base, this alongside the scripts will make the scripts even stronger. Damage at max level is minimal. Splash is 50, and it's a burst missile again. Zombie. 5 levels. They put a level on that? No, they've not put them. It don't look like they're touching the zombie one. They're just making it. What was the build time on a zombie? 12 hours. So this one's being reduced. It looks like it's being reduced. So the zombie missile is a 5 levels, which we've got. Spawn zombies and causes infected status. And they've reduced it from 12 hours to 60 minutes. Again, way too much, in my opinion. You want people using these. They should be a part of the game. You don't want to make people say, well, I'm just not going to use them. Speed is slow. Cooldown is 15 seconds. The zombie one is now invincible. I think it was invincible anyway. I think it hit the targets. Sorry about that. Get myself confused here, guys. I'm opening fucking tabs and windows. That should be. So the zombie one again is invincible, minimal damage, splashes 10 area. And then we've got True Sight, which is 5 levels. Spawns a beacon that detects stealth, so they've not changed that. They've reduced the, I think it's a reduction. Nope, that was a 5-second build. So they've changed it from a 5-second to a 30 minutes, sorry. I'm guessing M stands for minutes. The storage space is 75. It's a fast-moving missile. Cooldown is 5 seconds. It's a medium health, minimal damage, and splashes 10 and burst effect. Right, we got some more information about these. I will read through that real quick. So this is what the proposed changes are to them. I've read through most of these, but I'll go through it quickly again. Right, so it's plus 200 damage to air, causes turbulence. That is absolute bollocks in my opinion. Tomahawk plus 200 damage to infantry, causes confusion. That makes sense. Shock plus 200 damage to vehicles, causing Kronos. Don't like it. I want shock back, please. Griffin, each missile splits into 10 smaller ones. Interesting. My ears are peaked for that. Burner causes fire damage, leaves behind a fire AoE that spreads. Solar spawns a mini sun that shoots fireballs at random directions. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on that one, if they do put this into the game, that is. Deadeye basic missile. Bullseye no splash fall off. True Sight spawns beacon that detects stealth. Below your... Hang on. Maverick. Untargetable applies bastard status to buildings. Reducing missiles fired to 3 increases splash size. Corrosion hit. Units hit by this missile take double damage, which is basically what the corrosion did. EMP plus 200% damage to power plants, adds low power status to turrets for 25 seconds. 25 seconds is long. Atlas high priority acts as a decoy. Zombie, again, spawn zombies. Below you'll find a proposal I've put together on how we'd like to change these missiles. I read the wrong bit first. I read the other bit first. Right, let's get rid of these two. There is one more thing I want to go through. I think it's there. Right. This was posted by Kixeye to lead us. The idea here is not to nerf the Peacekeeper. We still want them to be absolute base slayer, the absolute base slayer. But everything needs trade-off, otherwise there's no counterplay. We want the missiles to feel like they all have specific use cases, as many of them now lack that. As for the comment regarding the build times, this is also not set in stone, but things like the 5-second build times can be extremely volatile if not handled correctly. And given the game currently interacts with that, it's leading to additional missile spam. And I agree with him. I absolutely agree with him or her. I'm not sure if it's he or her. There could be a world where build times are considerably lower. But that's depending on if we end up with a systematic changes to how things like missiles production is handled in PvP battles. What they're trying to split it off as, and they are trying to do this, but at the same time they're trying to work out if they can make some money out of it. They're trying to stop the spam. When you log into your base in the mornings and you see 50, 40, 20, whatever missiles being spammed into your bases, this is trying to put a stop to that. They need to make sure they've put checks in places so then anyone spending money on these, it's legit. It also takes away the use of missiles during the events and things like that, with the build times currently at the marker that they're at, which that needs to be looked into. But I like it, guys. I'm not shitting on them for this. I'm sick of being spammed by fucking hundreds of missiles. So a workaround for this is to put build times on them. And I'm afraid that's just the way it was always going to be. But in my opinion, this needs to be put on the back burner for now. And their focus should be solely on the scripts. Removing the scripts from the game should be the highest priority Kixeye should be working on. It shouldn't... Missiles wouldn't be a problem if the scripts weren't in play. And that's the truth. because with the scripts, they're able to take your CC out, then take out the jammers or your jammer, how many of you have, and once they've done that, they can missile spam you. So the base problem, what they're trying to fix, isn't the missile spam. The root problem of everything we've got with the missiles is the air script. That's the problem. That's the root of all these problems. That's why they're having to make changes to missiles, because we've got a problem with the air script. And I think this is them telling us that there's nothing they can do about it. This is Kixeye saying, right, we can't do a lot about the air script, so we're going to have to make the missiles have a build time, basically. But I like it. I like the idea. I think the upgrade times are wrong. That's all. Oh, build times. Sorry, not upgrade times. The build times are wrong in my opinion. But it's their game. They can do whatever they want to it. Take care, everyone. Make sure you leave a comment below. Let me know if you're looking forward to this, or there's something that you don't like, whatever. So we'll just get the juices flowing, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.